Top Class was a moment, bro. It was a moment that I'll never forget. It was really my first real big project.
Kind of put you on the map a little bit.
It put me on the map for sure,
like a debut.
They're like this rock star group of kids. Like, it was LeBron's son, D-Wade's son. They had a McDonald's All-American and Brandon Boston Jr. They had another McDonald's All-American and Ziaire Williams. So they were the most talked about hype team, like, in a minute, you know. And I remember sitting at my desk at work, and I was like, man, bro, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go to a game. You know what I mean? At Sierra Canyon, like, Bronny was a freshman, so there was all this hype around him. And
yeah. How did that come together?
I had just did Damian Lillard's first music video in Oakland. I came back to LA, and Josh Kahn was like, hey, like, you know, come by the office. I think we might have a project for you. And I remember sitting down. They were like, we believe in you, and, you know, let's go do it. And probably, I want to say, like, a month later, I was traveling with the team with you know, the DP Anthony Brooks, Milana, Doug, Craig, you know, and we traveled with them, bruh, for like 3 or 4 months, man.
Wow.
It was probably the craziest time of my life.
Went to every game.
Yeah, bro, and every single game was sold out. Like, people, the hype about Bronny was crazy back then.
Yeah.
Like, and it's still crazy now, but back then, bro, nobody knew what to expect. Like, he was a freshman.
Right.
You know, and you had D-Wade's son on the same team.
Yeah.
So it was a show, bro. It was like a circus, you know?
Yeah. No, that's nuts, bro. How much did you operate a camera at all?
Bro, once.
Okay.
And it was I think, like, our other DP on it, he had to leave early for this Virginia game.
Okay.
I think he had to go back home. And we really only had, I think, like, you know, one camera op, and usually we would have two. And there was just one moment, like, bro, I remember my Craig, our producer, he had took a picture, and it was my first time. It wasn't my first time operating, but it was it was like I was just kind of gotten thrown into the fire, you know. And it was like, all right, cool, you gotta shoot, you know what I mean? So I was like, dang, bro, it was crazy, because some of the footage, I was like, dang, did I do it right? And there was this moment where I was in the locker room, and, you know, when you have a controlled environment or uncontrolled environment like that, I remember there was a moment they went into the locker room, and Andre was getting on Amari Bailey, who just got drafted. Shout out to him. He was getting on his ass. And there was a moment where it was just me in the locker room, and I was filming the whole moment. And, you know, it's kind of like in those moments you have to be quiet, and you have to low-key just kind of like move along, because you're capturing raw, organic moments. And at that point, I was like, damn, like, this is filmmaking, you know? Like, it's just like, you're capturing organic moments that legit people are like, all right, we don't know if a camera should be in here or hear this, but, I mean, if you're cool and you have those relationships with them, it's like, all right, that's just Tev. Like, he's just sitting here filming, you know? And I think I was able to create a relationship. You know, the whole team was able to create really a relationship with that basketball team where, you know, months down the road, it was like, the cameras are here, you know, we're not really tripping.
Yeah.
You know?